Okay, so in this module, I want to show you how I actually do research for this specific documentary, right? So this specific documentary was on Louis. I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that. And actually fully flesh out the script. This was a script that I wrote in January, but I'm gonna show you how I did the research live for this, right? And how I use ChatGPT and how I use Claude, how I use AI in order to help me find the specific information that I need. So first of all, I would go to YouTube, right? So I want to figure out what videos have been made on this specific guy. So I'll go to YouTube. Here, I will paste his name. And if this loads, oh, okay, here, very good, right? We can see that, okay, there's this documentary for 44 minutes, 8.2K views, okay. Here, let's see. Okay, here, 8 views, okay. Let's see. What else is there? Okay, so here we can kind of see there isn't really any videos on him. There's like this, which is like, okay, so I'll watch this documentary and I'll try to get all of the information that I can from it, right? Yeah, they're really, oh, okay, there's maybe this, right, that I can potentially watch. So this is like a podcast. So I would actually watch these two. I will put it on 2x speed, and then I'll try to figure out what else there is. So I will also Google here. Okay, so this guy has an author. He's pretty famous. So here you can go to the Wikipedia. Here there's like a New York Times article. So I would go through all of these and I would read all of these, right? Here, New York Times, you can usually get the full thing here, right? So you can read this full thing over here. Not too complicated. Here, right here, I will look through all of these articles to kind of see what I can potentially use over here. Here, this YouTube. Okay, so this is all of the information that we have, right? So specifically for a YouTube video, right? Number one, I will watch the YouTube video. And number two, another thing that I would do is I would go here. I would go to youtubetranscript.com. And I would paste this here. Right? So youtubetranscript.com is completely free. And then here you can click here to copy entire transcript. And then you can go here afterwards. And you can, over here, you can just do a search, right? You can tell it to summarize what the main points are. So you can paste the full thing in here, and then you will want to talk to the AI, right? So this is a video documentary on Louis. I am trying to write a story about him. Can you give me his full story in bullet points? Don't miss out any detail, right? So you can use this specific prompt in order to get everything. So I'm going to put it in and let's see what we get out of this. Okay, so I'm going to unpause, right? So over here, right, Luis was a master counterfeiter, right? This is his early life, right? Both of the scheme, initial challenges and investments, discovering the alloy, perfecting counterfeit, scaling up, investigation and detection, the final sting and aftermath and legacy. Right. Okay. So here, this is like kind of like the brief outline. And because ChatGPT can only give us like so many words, it can only output so many words. We actually want to have more detail about each of these parts, right? So we want to have more detail on each of these parts. Of course, the actual documentary that we write, it won't be just one-liners of all of these. We can also get information just by watching the documentary itself. But let's say we want to talk to the AI to get specific pieces of information. We can also say, can you expand on the introduction, early life and career, and the birth of the scheme? I want you to go into more detail based on the transcript that I gave you. So over here, right, I'm only telling it to do first tree because it can only give out a certain limited number of words, and then afterwards I'll do the next tree, and afterwards I'll do the next tree, and then afterwards I'll do the next tree. So over here, you can see here, right, here it's really giving me a lot more information, right? He was a mastermind who operated this, or executed sophisticated. Despite never having gambled before, once he played his first coin slot machine, this, right? So this is his early career. So it really gives you a lot more specific detail, right? Both of the scheme. So just like that. Oh wow! So it's going in a lot more detail here. Here it's just giving out words on words on words on words. So here with the latest version of ChatGPT, you can actually do this. It'll give you in a lot more detail, right? So if you want to, instead of watching the video, and I still recommend that you watch the video from start to finish. But once you've watched the video, really good way to get a summary is all of this, right? And then you can connect all of these points together, right? So okay, what happened in introduction, what happened in the early life, what happened in above the scheme, and that way you can already compile all of the research, right? Not you don't just have to take it from the YouTube video. You can actually go to a bunch of these articles and you can get it to summarize, right? So over here, let's say you go to the New York Times. Here you can just copy paste this whole thing. So here you want to reject all of this, and you can go here and you can copy paste this. All right, and then you can also here you can start a new chat. This is a New York Times article on Luis. Can you give me a summary in bullet points? Don't miss out any detail, right? And the reason I tell it to don't miss out any detail, right, and give it as fleshed out as possible, so that way it doesn't cut out certain pieces of information, right? One of the things, one of the problems with AI is that it 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 actually removes a lot of the crucial information that I need. So over here, right, if you're not very good at reading these articles, it's really easy to read these, right? Because it's in bullet points, just like this. Oh, okay, he died here, right? Or what happened in his career. Some of this information you would have already gotten from this other prompt, and then you can just very slowly just let it expand. So if you don't actually have the paid version of GPT or Claude, I highly recommend that you get it, because here number one, it's a lot faster. It's also $20 a month, so not too expensive. But it fleshes it out a lot faster, and you can get a lot of the detail over here. So just like that, you can kind of do research, and you can kind of see where to get where the specific information that you can potentially get, and from there you can move on to the brainstorming section and the outlining section. So just like this, right? You can use AI, and but just by doing a couple easy Google searches, you can get all of the information that you need for like a specific video. And then in terms of how I wrote this specific script, right? I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth into that, in a script breakdown a little later. But this is basically the research phase of the script. So if this is informative, and you actually learn something from this, let me know. I can record more of these, or we can do more of these during the live calls.